Good morning, Magic family. Welcome back to the Magic Life. Hopefully, this is working now. um, this is going to be one of those kind of days where I switch things up a little bit. I am going to do a little bit of a pick-a-pile reading instead today, as you probably gathered by the thumbnail and title. But I am still going to keep it a little bit the same like we do normally. So go ahead and pick 1 through 3. You can put it in the chat or you can keep it to yourself. That part doesn't really matter. You can even pick more than one number if you'd like. Good morning, angelfish. So for the difference, obviously, we're going to do a pick-a-pile. I miss kind of doing those. We're going to try to still keep this around 20-25 minutes if possible at all. I am still going to choose a soul truth card, but I'm going to choose one for each pile. So each number will get their own question. I am still going to feature the Mystic Mondays Tarot because it's literally my new fave. And I still want to go through the book with you guys and kind of learn the deck with you. For the third card, I am going to use the Soul Coaching deck by Denise Lynn. And then what was the fourth deck I was going to pull? Oh, anybody in the chat will get a crystal card at the end if you stick around. So make sure you kind of say hi so I know you're in there. And that way you can get your card pulled at the end. Move those out of the way first. Okay, so there is a lot of planetary stuff happening. Actually, today might end up being a little bit longer just because I'm going to take a minute to talk about some of this stuff just because I know a lot of you are probably feeling this energy. And there is a lot of shifting of planetary stuff going on. Good morning, Robin. So Pluto is getting ready to go into Capricorn on the same day that Mars is also going into Capricorn. So there could be some really big shakeups coming up here in the near future, not just in your personal lives, but also on a potentially global level. Normally, I'm not the doomsayer, and I'm not saying that that's necessarily what's going to happen. It could be a really, really awesome thing that happens too, but there is definitely some stuff going on. And the astrology is really, when you dig into it, letting us know what's going on. So a lot of agreements are going to be changed. But up until this point, we've kind of already been going through that process where we were identifying those things that aren't working for us and aren't working on a, more epic level too, as far as the masses go. Hello, Tony, if I did not say hi to you. Good morning. So, what you do for yourself, you do for another, and, vice versa. And as we're all trying to kind of reharness our own personal power and remind ourselves that, none of this is happening to us, but we are creating it with the vibration that we are putting out into the universe. And that way we're magnetizing it to ourselves, right? Because the universe just gives you more and more of what you're vibrationally asking for. Okay. So even though you could be asking for a bunch of money vibrationally. You could just be still vibrating on that spot where you're telling yourself, or I'm always going to be broke, and blah blah blah, and blocking your abundance in that way. I know for me personally that happens a lot. Good for you, beautiful. So also the other big happening is Venus's retrograde is ending too as well. I think it's also ending in Capricorn on the 29th, I believe. And this is going to really end that time of reflection that we've all been going through. And we're really going to start taking action in those relationships, big and small, that we have been trying to create more of what we desire instead of acknowledging the things that it might not be. This is also, that's also true too as well. I think the 31st is the new moon. Hang on, I'm just looking at my notes really quick. I think there was a lot of stuff that was going on. Also, I mean, it is Aquarius time, and Aquarius time is time for big shifts. And once we're, moving into March and April, things will probably start leveling out again. But a lot of things are going to be shifting before that happens. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these cards really quick. There's 1 and 2 and 3. Nice. My oldest will be 25 this summer, and then our son's 17, and our youngest just turned 13. So I have no more babies. I mean, they'll all always be my babies, but my youngest is officially a teenager. All right, there's our first one. These are taking a second to warm up. There we go. Okay. And then I probably should have got the Mystical Monday Tarot out first, but I didn't. So hang on a second while I get it out of the box. Okay. Ooh, so many end of the month birthdays. I was actually supposed to be an end of January baby. Or our beginning of February baby, actually. Okay, so there's 1. Oh. Uh-oh. Hang on. I touched my keyboard. Okay. I can't get over these cards. If you want to know where these, if you want to know where these came from, I did an unboxing video. I don't know how many videos back now, but if you go to the video page in the channel, you'll find it. And I linked up where you can find this deck and her YouTube channel as well. Thank you again, Sarah. And right? I guess we do that sometimes. It is what it is. All right, my magical friends, are we ready? Those of you who chose pile number 1, your good one. The moon is coming out for you, number ones. So we were talking about this earlier about the things that we're reflecting on are those that we had kept hidden from us. And now those things are kind of peeking their heads out. So I'm interested to see what her description of this card is in her book. And we'll get to that in a second. But first, let's get your soul truth question. So those of you who chose pile number 1, your question is, what passion am I ready to pursue? Okay, so you're done with the reflecting, and now you're getting ready to chase that desire, whatever that desire happens to be. Okay, the card says your passions will continually lead you to your purpose. So, what passions have you put to the side, given up on, or buried? And what passion is ready to come alive in you now? Your soul action number 1 says to write a list of the passions to which you want to give life right now, and then journal how you can incorporate more of what you're passionate about into your daily life. Trust your soul's whispering and let your passions draw you towards your dream life. Okay? Good question. And then you got the awakening card out of Denise Lynn's soul coaching deck. So, you're pulling some big stuff. So remember, you are joyously awake and aware and ready for anything. So that coming out with the what passion are you ready to pursue card lets me know that those of you who chose pile number 1 are getting ready to do some super duper exciting stuff. And that may be why this moon card is popping up for you, because this may be triggering some sort of really intense emotions. Maybe not necessarily bad, but definitely intense. So let's grab her book really quick and find the moon, and we'll read that out of here because I want to kind of go through all these and see what they all say. It's so interesting to see what each of the artists do their interpretations for tarot for. I love it. Okay, so this card in the upright represents the surreal, subconscious, and shadow self. Okay, so abstract and surreal, the moon illuminates our shadow selves and the parts of us that are ruled by the subconscious. They're brought to light by our dreams and fears, often projecting insecurities onto the people and scenarios in our lives. The more aware we become of our unconscious, the more we're able to identify whether we're acting from our irrational thoughts or our conscious minds. So go beyond the surface and dive deep to resolve your inner issues, number ones. Your intuition will guide you, even when it doesn't seem to make any sense. Psychic forces are at play, with illusions unraveling to reveal the truth. It can be hard to decipher between what is real and what is imagination, but it's all connected. So pay close attention to your dreams and listen to your gut instincts. Your weaknesses are also your best strengths, number 1. And that could be the scary part of this awakening, is realizing that those things that you've always thought made you weak are actually the things that make you the strongest. So what are you ready to pursue, number ones? You seem to be getting ready to undertake a super epic, awesome adventure. I'm excited. Holy chat. All right. I might need your guys' help to make sure I don't miss everybody or anybody at the end. Okay, so I will timestamp this afterwards too, as well. Okay, so what's that too? If you chose pile number 2, okay, your, ooh, nice, the Knight of Cups. So something really fulfilling message wise is coming through. I like that. But first, you have to confront this little reflection point number 2's. Are you ready to let go of this buried shame, whatever it is? So remember, the feeling of shame is the lowest energy frequency that there is. And when you live in shame, you live in darkness. So, what part of you is ready to stand in the light now? Number 2's. Is there any shame from a past experience that is ready to be healed now? Your soul action for today is to heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to the light and let it be seen, heard, and healed. It's revival season. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. And fill in this blank, number 2's. My soul's truth is whatever it is, right? Beautiful. Exactly, angelfish. The and look, okay, the universe is asking you to really be a lot more compassionate, and I feel like this is really geared towards yourselves, number 2's. um the affirmation says the vibration of compassion shines through my every cell, right? And look, so really love yourself through this period of forgiveness and letting go of whatever this shame is, and know that it may not always be like kittens and rainbows, but when you get out on the other side, you're going to be a ton stronger for it. And I feel like that's kind of why this Knight of Cups is coming through. So let's see what Miss Grace says about the Knight of Cups. I have to find it first. Sorry, guys. I'm still getting used to this deck. There it is. Okay. So in her deck, she has the keywords for this card as romantic, emotional elation, and adoration. So this could be freeing the way for a new love interest, possibly, or maybe even a rekindling of a current one. So her interpretation of the card says charmer, seducer, lover. You may receive a romantic inquiry from a person of interest. The Knight of Cups is very in tune with his intuition and not afraid of a deep conversation. His emotions play a key part in his life and rule his decision making. The Knight of Cups prances in as a person, an event, or a part of yourself that you will bring to high spirits. Regardless of gender, there is chemistry between the two of you. That is simply undeniable. The Knight of Cups urges you to shine a light on your vision and encourages you to take the plunge. He wears his heart on his sleeve and openly expresses his adoration for you. He's a sign that whatever you choose to do, you will be emotionally supported in the process. You've got some serious game. Receive the love that's coming your way, number 2's, right? And in a way, you can interpret that as an actual person, or you could just interpret it as that energy of you really having that love and compassion for yourself through whatever process it is that you're processing, right? I love the way she does these. Okay, so um really work on letting go of that whole lame blame shame game, right? As Angelfish brought up a little bit ago, uh, we're definitely stepping out of that. Okay. Now, those of you who chose number 3, un momento. Ooh, nice. So we have gone from the knight to the queen. Like it. So we have the Queen of Swords. And this is you being authoritative about what you want, number 3s. Amen to that. Let's see what your soul truth card is. A good one. Are you consistently showing up, number 3s? Remember, some trade their dreams for comfort, yet comfort is the enemy of progress. Success requires showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and even when it feels uncomfortable. It takes guts and an endless vision to stay consistent to your dreams. Your soul action for today, number 3, says to journal where you can be more consistent in your life in alignment with your soulful goals, and then show up. Ooh, I think that is definitely why that Queen of Swords is coming through. So I'm really interested to see her interpretation of that card. You are still going through that purification process. Okay, so make sure you're consistently showing up for that process too, as well, and not just sweeping it under the rug instead of getting the fucking dustpan out and throwing it in the rubbish bin like you should, right? So remember, your energy field is being cleaned of all that you do not need. So please don't try to hang on to things that are obviously trying to leave, including, cluttered corners and all of that kind of stuff. So if you're like me and you kind of get that overwhelming need to rearrange furniture, the energy for you is starting to shift. That's usually how it works, because you have to clear out some of the old in order to make way for the new. And that's usually the physical manifestation of that before things start coming in. Okay. Indeed. Okay. So let's get this Queen of Swords. Okay, so in her book, she has the Queen of Swords as clever, meticulous, and intellectual. Remember, brains over beauty. The Queen of Swords values intellect above all else. She has no problem telling it like it is, with class and sass. She's direct, witty, honest, and even blunt. Logic rules the land, with the facts being the fairest of them all. She's able to use her discernment and can see past hidden motives easily, and she asks that you cut through the noise and gather information that will point you to a clear-cut solution. Detach yourself from your emotions so that you can use your critical eye with impartiality and clarity. The Queen of Swords likes to get straight to the point and uses tact to get there, preferring to connect to it on an intellectual level. Sensitive souls may receive her bluntness as cold and dub her the Ice Queen. It's not that she doesn't care, she just wants to be fair. Right? So, the universe is asking you to get really fucking honest with yourselves, number 3s, and are you clearing that shit out, or are you continuing to walk by it and pretend it doesn't exist, even though it is seriously the elephant in the room now? All right. And are you consistently showing up? You can't complain that you want things to change and then not show up and make those changes, because the universe isn't going to just magically, dink you on the nose and make everything magically different just because that's the way you want it to. You have to do the work. That's why it's a process. Yay, life. All right. I love these cards. Okay, so great messages, everybody. Now the fun part. Let's pull some crystal cards and see what your stone of the day is. Indeed, participation is key. The key that unlocks all of the doors. And honestly, the universe isn't even asking you to go all of the way, just part of the way. Show some commitment. I believe commitment came up yesterday, or not yesterday, Saturday, I think it came up, talking about this week. Now I want to go back and watch Saturdays. If you did not see Saturdays, you may want to go watch that. It was just the recap for the week. So we're going to continue to do that, I think. Although maybe not, because I did a pick-a-pile reading today. So I'm not sure how I'm going to work that out, how we do the rewind. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. Angelfish, you popped out with 2 today. So I have to go back up here and see who's on here. Okay, so Angelfish, Robin, Tony. Is that it? Oh, hang on. I got to get rid of this. Boy, I'm starting to get the trolls through on the channel, so I got to fix that leak, figure it out. Okay, Angelfish, you get 2 of my favoritist stones and a couple that you haven't had before. So I'm glad to see the energies shifting for you. So you got peacock copper. I have a couple little pieces of this and it is awesome. I love it. They're like tiny little rainbows in a rock. And green aventurine. Okay, so we'll start here. This one helps to maintain a healthy heart. So good heart chakra medicine right here. Improve your belief about your own good health and overall well-being. It also helps to increase a healthy outlook on all levels, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. The affirmation says it's easy for me to maintain overall well-being with conscious habits of health. Okay, and then the peacock copper is actually to help maintain a more optimistic outlook on life, increase your level of happiness. It also helps you to feel confident and comfortable and embrace your ability to be in the spotlight. Ooh. And it says, I confidently show my true colors to others. I am fabulous. And yes, you are. And yes, Spirit is. But in all the best ways. Right? Okay. Robin, I don't know if you're still in here or not, but I'm going to pull your card. If your name is not in the chat, make sure you get it in the chat so I know you're here so I can pull your card too. Love you too, doll. All right, Robin. Ooh, watermelon tourmaline. Isn't it pretty? This card doesn't know justice. It's so much more awesome in person. Robin, this is going to help you open your heart to love. It helps to support you in the feeling of unconditional love, bridge a spiritual connection between heaven and earth, so to speak, and increase the romance in your life. Like it, right? They look like candy. It says, my heart is open to giving and receiving love. I transform the world around me by focusing on divine love. Amen to that. So pretty. So that's a good one, Robin. All right, Tony, let's get yours. Anybody else out there that wants a card? Make sure you get your name in the chat if at all possible. I didn't miss anyone, did I? Angelfish, Robin, Tony. Yeah, they do look like Jolly Ranchers. All right, Tony. That's this one. Okay. Ooh, Tony, you get Jade. Beautiful. Love this one. Okay, Jade helps to improve your visualization of positive outcomes, attract good fortune and good luck, improve your financial status, and activate your millionaire mind. Love it. And the affirmation, this is a great affirmation anyways, just to say because, says, I'm incredibly lucky and I always have plenty of money with plenty to spare. That is actually a really good affirmation. I'm going to have to see if I have any jade, and I'm just going to chant this for like 24 hours solid and see what happens. Maybe if a bunch of us do it at the same time, it will magnify the energy that much more, and I don't know, something really amazing will happen. And that'll be where this whole weird energy is coming from, planetarily wise. Exactly. I am abundance. In every way, right? Always. In all ways. All right, my lovelies. That is it for today. I will be back tomorrow. And I believe tomorrow, I think I'll do Tuesday, Thursday, and maybe Saturday. I'm trying to decide when I want to do the Conversations with God videos. Maybe I'll just do Tuesday and Thursday. I need a crystal too. All right. Okay, fine. I'm kind of digging that money one though. It's in there. It's stuck somewhere. There we go. Ooh, I think I actually have this one somewhere. Leopard skin jasper is mine. This helps to improve peripheral awareness, become the objective observer, increase consciousness of reaction to others, increase mental, physical, and emotional flexibility. Ooh, that means big changes are coming if I need that. It says, I observe my surroundings and know I am divinely guided. Epic reminder for myself. All right, there you go. Yep, it's coming. All right, remember, until next time, may favor follow you wherever you go, as does my love. Be good to yourself, be good to each other, That's how we're going to change the world, one soul at a time, starting with our own. Remember, all it takes is a little ripple to make a big one. So go out there and be a little ripple of love. See you all tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Or, well, I should say at 10:15 a.m. because it won't let me do 10:10 a.m. because they changed some stuff in the YouTube lands again. All right. Bye now. Be good.